Hello everyone and welcome again to my next Sunday episode of Quick and Easy. Today I am going to talk about the basics of current transformer, and I'm happy to share with you that this request is coming from one of my subscriber, and I'm happy to meet the request, and I hope that you will learn about current transformer, at least the basic part, in this video. So let's get started. I'm sharing my screen. Let us quickly understand the different category of transformer. So the first two category are power transformer and distribution transformer. Power transformer are utilized in transmission system with significantly high voltages, which is mainly 33 kV and above. And when it comes to distribution transformer, they function in a distribution network and are defined by comparatively less voltages when we compare with power transformers. Another significant differences which will help you to understand more this both this transformer is that power transformer connects generating station to substation and distribution transformer connects substation to end user. Let us understand this quickly with the help of this diagram. So there is a power station where the power is produced, and these power transformers are used to step up the voltages, and then these voltages are transmitted in a transmission network, and then these voltages reach the substation, and then the voltages are stepped down, and then these are pushed into the distribution network, and the transformers which are available in the distribution network further steps down, and these voltages are available for general consumption. So this is the basic difference between a power transformer and distribution transformer. There is another category of transformer which is called instrument transformer, and instrument transformer are used for measurement and protection in a high voltage and a medium voltage circuit. So there are two types. One is current transformer, another is voltage transformer. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about the basic of current transformer, how it is being used for measurement and how it is being used for protection. This is what I am going to discuss in the next part of the video. If you ask me what a current transformer does, so a current transformer reproduces a low level current that represents a high level current, means it's a kind of a step down transformer, and this low level current is used for the purpose of metering and protection. A very important point that the low level current which a current transformer reproduces is generally either 5 amps or 1 amps. That means whatever current is flowing in a primary side, the secondary is generally 5 amp or 1 amp. We will understand how a current transformer works with the help of a 1000 by 1 amp CT. So first let us understand the construction of a current transformer. So the current transformer is having a hollow core, and this hollow core are having winding which depends on the ratio of the current transformer. So if a primary conductor is passing through this hollow core and a amount of current is flowing through this primary conductor, then the magnetic field which is getting generated around this conductor will drive current on the secondary side. For example, if 1000 amp current is passing through the primary side, then the secondary side will have 1 ampere, because the design is made in such a way that 1000 ampere will always give a resultant of 1 ampere on the secondary side. Then if you put an ammeter on the secondary side, then you will understand that 1 ampere is flowing on the secondary side, which will give you an indication that the primary side is having a 1000 amp of current flowing. So this is how a measurement is carried out in a CT, and this is how a construction of CT looks like. I mean, the basic construction of CT looks like. This concept of how a current from a primary side to a secondary side is induced is being driven by Ampere's law. So this Ampere's law is nothing but it tells us that if a magnetic field is integrated, so there is a magnetic field which is integrated by a closed loop of wires, then the resultant is the equivalent current flowing in the primary conductor. So if you want to learn more about the Ampere's law, I will put a link of a video which I came across while doing a bit of research for this presentation. So that link I will put it on my description box, which will give you more understanding of the Ampere's law if you are interested to understand the physics behind the Ampere's law. So this is the circuit symbol, which is nothing but a conductor showing that the primary current is 1000 amps, and this primary current of 1000 amp is generating a 1 ampere on the secondary side. Now that you have understood how a current transformer is used to reproduce a low level of current for measurement and protection, in the next part of the video, I will show an application of a current transformer in a medium voltage switchgear, the basic understanding I would say, so that you are able to relate more how a current transformer is used in different equipments. So let us consider a air insulated switchgear. So this is a cross section of an air insulated switchgear, and a CT is mounted on this switchgear. So let us take the same example of 1000 by amp CT, which we discussed in the earlier part of the video, and this CT is mounted on the switchgear. Considering that 1000 amp is flowing through the switchgear, and this primary side is connected to the primary conductor of the CT, and therefore the CT is experiencing 1000 amp in the primary conductor. So if we connect the secondary side with an ammeter and a relay, so this ammeter and relay will also experience 1 amp current, which will give an indication that a healthy 1000 amp is flowing on the primary side of this switchgear. So now let us take a condition where there is a short circuit. So once there is a short circuit, the current will increase on the circuit, and therefore an increased current will be experienced by the primary conductor of the CT, which will give an indication that the secondary side of the current has also increased, which will be experienced by the relay, and this relay will be now used to actuate the trip coil of the circuit breaker, which will trip the circuit breaker, isolating the system and then protecting the different equipment which was connected to this circuit. So this is how the measurement and protection is being managed with the help of a current transformer. Another point which I would like to share with you, since we are talking about the basics of current transformer, is that the secondary side of the current transformer should not be kept open, and if it is open, then it has to be shorted with the help of a shorting link or a jumper. This is because once the current reduces on the secondary side, the voltages increases drastically, and these voltages can be harmful and dangerous, and therefore shorting is very important on the secondary side of the CT if there is no load connected. Current transformer are not only the ways which can be used for measuring current. So there are other ways also, which are mainly by using Rogowski coils, current shunts, Hall effect sensors. So if you are interested in this subject, then you can go ahead, explore them and learn more. And with this, I close today's presentation. And before I close the presentation, I would like to tell you, so whatever I have shared is the basic of current transformer, and there are a variety of transformer with different classes with different frequencies. So this is the basic. So I would say this is the this is only just the starting part of the current transformer. So this is not, I would say, the expert level. So if you want to learn more, so you need to put some hard work in exploring this subject more through different mediums. So thank you for watching the video, and I think that today at least you have learned about the basics of current transformer. Thank you again. I hope you have learned something new today. See you next Sunday. Take care. Bye bye and enjoy your weekend.